Hi YouTube, it's Candy, aka Candy Sweet Enough. And today I'm coming to you with a very serious topic. Relationships after weight loss surgery. Before I had my weight loss surgery, I heard all of the statistics and stuff of people saying that they're divorced after weight loss surgery and all that. Most of it was explained as, people have really low self-esteem and stay in bad relationships until they lose the weight, and then they decide to get out on their own and stuff. And so, of course, I always thought, oh, that's not going to happen to me. I've never been in a bad relationship. I had the most wonderful, supportive husband, and we're best friends, and it's just not going to happen. Well, let's see. Me and my husband have been together for 19 years this August. We've been married for 14. We just announced on our Facebook and to our family that we are separating. We're not getting a divorce. We're separating. I never thought it would happen to me. And things dawned on me that they don't talk about before surgery, and I think that it's important to talk about now. Weight loss surgery changes you. I mean, everybody knows that, or I hope that everybody knows that you definitely go through hormonal changes, all of the hormones being released into your body after weight loss. You kind of go crazy, but you also change. I don't have the same fears I've always had. I'm stronger. I'm just a different person. I want to have a career. I want to have a life. I want to do things. And after 19 years of leaning on somebody and expecting them to do everything for you, and then all of a sudden you become this strong, independent person, it's kind of a shock to everybody's system. What's going on with my husband and I is that we've been trying so hard to repair things. Things just aren't the same between us. And we've been working and working and working. And the harder that we work, the more we tear each other apart. We just fight. We just hurt each other with words. And it dawned on us that it's time to just kind of take a step back. To quit trying so hard to repair something, because when we try that hard, we just play the blame game. So we're separating so that we can take stock of who we are, so that I have time to start my life, to go back to school and to get used to all of this. We're still living in the same house, and I'm moving downstairs, but just that little bit of separation may be just what we need to fix it, and maybe it will turn out to be that we don't fix it. Maybe it turns out to be that we find out that we're better people separate. But here's the thing. We are best friends. We are still to this day best friends. We have the same sick, stupid, twisted sense of humor. We get along. We enjoy doing things together. It's best that we separate now while we get along, because I don't want to hate him. We have children together, and the best thing that we could do for our children is to be civil and be able to do things together. And that's the thing that's absolutely pissing me off and hurting me, is when I announce it, everybody has to say, you're hurting your children. Well, I have a very different idea of what hurts my children. What would hurt my children is to stay together in a relationship and hate my husband and end up getting a divorce and being nasty and talking crap about each other. That would hurt my children. What we are doing now is staying best friends so that we can go and do stuff with our children, so we want to be together, and so that we don't do that to them, so we don't show them hatred, and that we show them that, you know what, it doesn't always have to be together, but you could still be a decent person and you could still like each other. That's what I want to teach my children. I want to teach them to respect somebody. I want to teach them, and then if you're a relationship and you have children, that you always respect each other, because that love that you guys had for each other is what made those children, and you want to keep showing that. I will always love him for giving me my children, but I love him for who he is, and that is what I want to show them. And there is nothing wrong with that. And I've had a lot of hurtful things being said to me, and you know what? I'm doing what is right for my kids. We sat our kids down and we told them about this. There were a few little tears, but nothing really bad. My 11-year-old is convinced that if Mama gets a job and buys a new car that just so happens to have a gaming system in it, that maybe it would save our marriage. So, that is my marital advice from my 11-year-old. My 4-year-old was the one that took it the hardest. She cried, and we tried to understand what she was trying to say. You know what she was upset about? That this may stop us from going to Disneyland with her. And we said, no, baby, that's what we're doing. We're still close, and we still do stuff together, and we will still go to Disneyland. And she was fine. So, people say that I'm tearing my kids apart. I don't see it that way. I really don't. My kids are concerned about cars and Disneyland, because they see that Mom and Dad don't scream and fight in front of them. So you can't tell me that I'm not doing the right thing. But I wanted to put this out there because people think after surgery, oh my gosh, you think you're losing your mind. So many changes happen, you don't know how to deal with it all, and you become moody and you become irrational and everything. And sometimes you think more clearly than you've ever thought before, but you just become such a different person that you don't know what to do with yourself. I have lived my entire life wanting to die. I have been depressed my entire life. For the first time in my life, I want to live. And I want to be happy. And for some stupid, crazy reason, I think I deserve the happiness. And people are calling me selfish for that. And maybe I am selfish, but, you know, when I think about what it does to my kids to have a mom that can't get out of bed, that can't do stuff with them, that kills me. And when I think the fact that I may be able to live my life and show my kids that I can be happy and do stuff with them and be happy, what's the better thing for them? Wanting to die or wanting to live? People don't have the right to call me selfish. They don't have the right at all. I am doing the right thing. I am ending things on a high note. Not necessarily even ending things right now. It's a freaking separation. But I am doing the right thing. But I want other weight loss surgery patients to realize that it's not just self-esteem issues that may cause problems with your marriage. There's a lot of reasons. You're just not the same person. Sometimes it's just that you feel crazy. Sometimes it's a need to run away. I want to run away so bad. I want to just leave and have a new life and start all over again because I don't feel like the same person. Things can happen. They're not necessarily going to happen, and I don't want to scare people and make you think that this is going to happen to you. But see, I never thought it would happen to me. And it was a huge shock when it did. And so I want people to know that it can happen. And that it's okay. But you have to think clearly. And you have to do what's best for you. And don't listen to other people. Because other people are hurtful and hateful. They're going to say things that are going to hurt. And as long as you know what's right for you and you know what's right for your family, you do what you need to do. Especially those people that are in harmful relationships. Get out. Don't let people tell you that you're supposed to work through things. If somebody's harming you, the best thing that you could do for yourself and for those people around you is to make sure that you're in a better place. And even for somebody like me that had everything, that has a supportive husband and everything, maybe this is the best thing for me. Only I can decide that. There's my husband sending me messages. We still get along enough to talk and text and chat. We do. So, this is just my way of letting you guys know, first of all, that this is happening, and I know that a lot of you do know my husband and respect him immensely. I want you to know that we are both okay, that we're happy, and that we are working through things the way that we are supposed to, the way that we feel is best. And just be aware that things happen, and it's okay. So, I wish it was a happier video, but I think that this needed to be made. So, thank you guys, and I love you, and thank you for all the support. Some of you have been absolutely amazing through this, and I appreciate every single one of you, and on to the new me.